It was just after 11 p.m. when Michael left the office. He was the last one out. The building silent except for the low hum of fluorescent lights. He pressed the elevator button, waiting impatiently. When the doors finally opened, he stepped inside, pressed the button for the ground floor, and leaned against the wall, exhausted. The elevator began its usual descent, but after a few seconds, it jerked violently, the lights flickered, and then it stopped. The floor indicator above the doors blinked strangely. Instead of showing 10, 9, 8, it simply froze. Then displayed a number Michael had never seen before, 1, confused. He pressed the emergency button, no response. He tried every floor button, but the panel wouldn't react. The elevator shuddered, then slowly continued moving down, far past the floors he knew existed, when the doors finally opened. Michael expected to see the lobby. Instead, he was staring at a long, dimly lit corridor he had never seen before. The walls were made of concrete, the lights flickering with an eerie buzz. He stepped out cautiously, calling out for security, but his voice only echoed back at him. The corridor stretched endlessly, lined with doors on both sides. Each door was numbered, but not in order. Room 301, room 17, room 999. None of it made sense. The air was heavy, almost suffocating. Against his better judgment, Michael opened one of the doors. Inside, he saw an office identical to his own but empty, covered in dust, as if no one had been there for years. On the desk sat a photo frame with a picture of him inside, smiling, panicked. Michael ran back into the corridor, slamming the door shut. He pressed the elevator button on the wall desperately, but the elevator was gone. Only the empty shaft remained. Behind him, one of the other doors creaked open slowly. A voice whispered his name. Michael froze. The voice was his own. Heart pounding, he turned and saw a figure step into the corridor. It looked exactly like him, same face, same suit, same tired eyes. The figure smiled and said, "You've finally made it back." Michael shook his head in terror. "This isn't real," he muttered, backing away, but the figure stepped closer. "It's been waiting for you. You don't belong up there anymore. You belong here with us." Suddenly, every door in the corridor creaked open at once, and from each room, identical versions of him began to step out, filling the hallway with dozens of his own faces, all whispering his name in unison. He turned and ran. But the hallway stretched endlessly, the whispers growing louder and louder until they became deafening, finally. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw the elevator doors reappear. He sprinted and dove inside, slamming the ground floor button. The doors closed just as one of the doubles reached out to grab him. The elevator jolted violently, then shot upward at terrifying speed. Michael gripped the railing, praying to escape. The lights flickered, then steadied. The doors opened again. He stumbled out, gasping for air. It was the lobby. The security guard looked up, startled. "Rough night?" the guard asked casually. Michael nodded quickly, forcing a nervous laugh, relieved to be back. But as he walked toward the exit, he caught his reflection in the glass door. He stopped cold. The man staring back wasn't him. The face in the reflection was smiling, but Michael wasn't.